Trips in Bulgaria. That is Bulgaria. Hello, everybody, and welcome on this beautiful place in Bulgaria. I am Philip for That is Bulgaria with another special place to visit.
Oh, bird watchers, this is for you. I am along the Dunov River, where is a very unique natural park, which is a favorite for bird watchers. This video also has a very special item. You will see testimonials of victims of one of the darkest events in Europe, which took place in Bulgaria.
In this video I visit the small city of Belene, located along the Dunov River, north of the district Pleven, 60 km northeast of the city Pleven. Follow my travels through Bulgaria on my Facebook page. On this YouTube channel you will find full reports and information about special sites. Like the videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the bell. On this way you stay informed when a new video comes online. Belene has a pleasant green city center with bars, restaurant shops and even a good hotel. The remains of an old Roman border post lies along the banks of the Dunov River. Along the river there was such a post every 60 km. Roman soldiers guarded the post between the posts. Next to the Roman border post is the visit center of the natural reserve Persina. It is located on the island Persina, which is the largest Dunov island on the Bulgarian territory. The island has been declared as a nature reserve and it belongs to the most important ornithological areas in Bulgaria. It is part of Natura 2000. A telescope is recommended for maximum observations of dozens of species, including Dalmatian pelican, red-necked grape, white-faced tern, dozens of duck species, sea eagle, etc., etc. A Tracian golden bowl from the 7th, 6th century before Christ was found on the island. It was used during certain rituals of that time. A replica with explanation can be seen in the town hall in the center of Belene. The original is located in the Historical Museum of Pleven. For the introduction of the last item in this video is the City Hall, the perfect place. In the entrance is a large board with the biography of Nicola Alexiev, the mayor of Belene from 1904 to 1947. Nicola Alexiev was an example for every mayor and played a major role in the history and development of the 10 village Belene. With the end of his mayorship, we are taking the first steps in one of the darkest periods of European and Bulgarian history, the beginning of the Stalin regime and the construction of the largest concentration camp in Bulgaria. In 1947, Nicola became a political prisoner until the fall of the Stalin regime, after which in 1952 he was released as a broken man. Besides this terrible event that follows, this history fact has one big message. Never be ashamed for your history. The mistakes from the past must be known, understood and forgiven. Only then it can be prevented to repeat. The camp was founded in 1949, built on the Persian island. During the first years, the prisoners were brought at night by wagons to the Belene station. From there, they were transported by trucks to a wooden pontoon bridge which connected the mainland with the island. Later, the wooden pontoon was replaced with the current metal pontoon. Once arrived on the island, the hell for the prisoners began. The camp was located 10 kilometers further on the west side of the island. The 10-kilometer long road was only for the guards. The prisoners had to walk through the valleys and the swamps along the road. It took minimum 3 days and even more for them without any rest to reach the camp. One of the survivors, Mr. Krum Khorozov, who spent more than 11 years on the camp, draws a reconstruction of the first version of the camp, which was located on the left side of the current second camp. It consists of 3 buildings for the guards and 8 barracks for the prisoners. In 1959, a second version of the camp was built after the fall of the Stalin regime. The first version of the camp was completely demolished. From 1960, the island and the camp was turned into a prison, which still has its function today in another building on the island. In the buildings of the second camp there are now several testimonies of prisoners about the life in the camps. Hundreds of victims die in the camps. In order to conceal the traces of the cruel tortures, the bodies of the murdered prisoners were not returned to their relatives. Only their clothes and some personal belongings were given back. The bodies were buried in mass graves close to the banks of the Dimum river. Many bodies were taken by the tidal water. Others were eaten by wild pigs. On that way, the camp directors get rid of the bodies without any trace. A secret letter from the former dictator Nicolae Ceausescu demanded to stop these murders because dozens of bodies were floating along the Romanian banks of the Dimum. During the years of the existence of the camp, more than 15,000 people have been sentenced there, 11,000 of them without any verdict. In memory for these 1,000 prisoners and innocent people, the project Memorial Complex Belene concentration camp was founded. It will present the whole truth what has happened in the time of the political repression, in order to never forget and never allow the repetition of such dark page in European history. Because of the active prison, the camp and the nature park can only be visited by reservation. Reservations can be done through the guide or the City Hall of Belene.